We've been studying the parts of flowers, haven't we? And we've been looking at lilies. We saw that the petals made up the corolla. We saw that there were stamens inside. The lily we looked at had 6 stamens. And then we also saw the part of the lily called the pistil. Today we are going to study the pistil. Because you know humans like to name things. We even have parts of a pistil. The pistil has this top sticky bit, which is called the stigma. Now, do you remember when we spoke about the flowers calling the insects? And I said that while they were dropping pollen or powder onto the insects' backs, when the insect went to the next flower, this is where, if the stigma is nice and ripe and it becomes sticky, that's where the pollen from the other flower sticks to. So, of course, we can label that as stigma. Here we have the stigma. The stigma is this sticky bit that catches the pollen. Then we have this long tube. This tube is called the style. The style is where the pollen goes onto the stigma and then it goes down the style. Let's label that too. This long tube is called the style. This bigger part at the bottom is called the ovary. It comes from the Greek word ova, which means egg. Now, can you guess what lives inside here? What does the plant keep inside the ovary? Yes, it keeps its eggs. Let's label that as well. And where does the flower keep its eggs? Inside the ovary. Now that we've learnt about the pistil, we can also learn about the stamen. The stamen also live inside the flower. We're now going to look at the stamen, and the stamen also has parts. Come and have a look here. If we look at the parts of the stamen, this top little bit is called the anther. And it doesn't just float in the air, does it? It's attached to this long bit here, which is called the filament. The filament supports the anther. The word filament comes from the Latin word filum, which means thread. So we have the anther and the filament making up the stamen, and the stigma, the style, and the ovary that make up the pistil.